This video is dedicated to Antonio Rouse. Antonio, thank you. The Prismatic Bridge versus Aminatou the Fateshifter. Just a one lander is not good enough. We've got like 60% mana in this deck. And that pretty much proves it, doesn't it? A grip full of mana, so yeah, we'll keep that one. And let's get rid of Field of the Dead because it's colourless mana, which we can't use to get our commander into play. Go for a forest first of all, and we'll cast Utopia Sprawl onto that. That can make some blue mana for us. Tap land from our opponent, we will follow suit with a Triome and get this Soul Ring into play. Alright, well that's a good top deck. We're likely to get into big splashy spells in this deck because it's pretty much mana and those. So a land and Ugin the Ineffable into play here. And then it's some slow card advantage for us. We'll tick up and make a 2-2 with a spell underneath that. Sakura Tribelder going underneath the 2-2 by the way. And our opponent, after playing the Dimir Signet last turn, gets a Teferi Master of Time now. So yeah, definitely gonna want to see the back of that one, I think. The -3 can phase out a creature, but it'll go up to 5 loyalty anyway, so our tokens aren't going to be able to keep up with that. I think we're going for our commander here, so let's carefully play the Prismatic Bridge and not a Seeker. And then we'll attempt the minus on the Ugin. That can get rid of Teferi for us. Lots of removal based on Planeswalkers in this deck. We're guaranteed to get into big stuff with Prismatic Bridge because of the way I've built it. In response, Teferi going for another loot. And so far they have discarded Sir Comrade the Grim and Lily. Swinging at them for 2 with the Spirit token. And they threw out a Dark Ritual there. So ramping into something big by the looks of it. And that is an Ashiok Nightmare Muse, so that can get rid of the bridge if they want to. And that's exactly what they do, so sending it back to our hand, and we do have to discard. I don't think I'm going to bother with Terastodon, even though we're likely to be able to afford it soon. So we'll just keep guaranteeing our land drops, and drawing to Austere Command this time. Plus on the Ugin again, and then swing in, deal with this Ashiok. Got a snow-covered mountain underneath the other spirit, by the way. So that deals with their Planeswalker. Let's get the bridge back into play. And now they go for their commander. That is Aminatou the Fateshifter. And they go for the plus on that, so maybe setting up some kind of miracle or just trying to get into an answer. Crack the Bloodstained Mire and we'll get down a Triome again. Don't want to be drawing into tap lands if we can help it. So we're going to get a trigger on the Prismatic Bridge here. That will get us into a free spell, and that is Cogler, a good one, but nothing to fight unfortunately. We can swing in with it and blow up an artifact or enchantment, so yeah, that's something to bear in mind. We can deal with Aminatou with the Spirit tokens here, so we will swing both of those in at the Planeswalker. And then let's plus on the Ugin, and we'll get another bit of card advantage. Assuming that they're going to wipe the board soon. And it's an Eversyn Angel of Hope going into our hand. Alright, and during their draw step, they reveal a Terminus, so I dare say that that's what they grabbed with the Aminatou. They would have put that on top with the Aminatou's plus last turn. So of course, casting that, we will put all these things, well, just the Cogler on the bottom of our library. Does still trigger the Ugin, which is why it's so good, it's removal and card advantage. So we get those spells into our hand, including a big scary Eversyn. And the removal continues from the Esper player, that is Demon's Disciple. So that gets rid of the Ugin. Crack this Wooded Foothills and we'll get another tap land into play. Haven't dealt with the Prismatic Bridge unfortunately for them, so we just slam straight into another Ugin, that is the Spirit Dragon this time. And then draw into Beladros. I think, well, our opponent decides to scoop it there anyway, which is fair enough. We've got big scary creatures in Beladros, Witherbloom and Eversyn, so it's likely that we were going to get away from them there, unless they can just keep wiping the board over and over again. I'm keeping a very close eye on the views and the watch time on these videos, so if you do want to see more 1v1 content, then be sure to try and share them with your friends. I'm tribalkai. Thank you for watching.